A new chapter has appeared in the Age of Annihilus. We're going to talk about what changes this brings to the game and where to get that new antimatter currency. We have a new version of Battle World in the game with a buffed up Knull boss coming later this week. Also, we have a brand new promo code of the week. We're talking about all of these things and more in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. And if you're ready for it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Just say my name and I appear, Valley Club. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel and this edition of your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. We do this every single week, keeping you up to date on everything that has happened and is upcoming in Marvel Strike Force, normally with a guest. This summer's been a little busy, but this is the last week of summer. The girls are going back to school next week, so hopefully we are back with a guest talking all about Marvel Strike Force. And if you get some value from this video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up, and at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on this channel. Well, let's start the video today by talking about the latest code of the week. This is from the Counting Corner that's done on Discord. They've been doing another Counting Corner every single week. Takes about a week to get to that 7,000. Once to get to 7,000, another code, and this is the latest code. Make sure you go to the website to claim this, and it is Summer Countdown. This should be for some antimatter, the latest chapter currency that you could spend in the latest chapter store with some of the latest and greatest things there. So make sure you claim this. Now the expiration date is gonna be very soon. It's gonna expire in a day from me recording this Thursday, August 7th, 2025, 2 p.m. Central Time is when this is gonna expire. So make sure you use this code if you have not used it already. And I do wanna make a quick correction from a video earlier this week. The question was about these Gear Tier 20 pieces. When you were looking to find it, all the way to the end, was this Extreme 1/6 campaign? Well, unfortunately, it's not. It may be a new campaign coming down the road, but this in particular is not from something new. It's from something that's already actually been in the game. Unfortunately, it is this. Someone pointed at on the mailbag. So this is the Extreme that they're talking about. It's not a new thing, unfortunately. We may still be getting a new campaign. I have not heard any rumors about that or them discussing that, but yeah, what was the question was about this, and unfortunately, it's not a new campaign coming. It is just the Xavier saga. But let's shift forward to the stores that are in the store right now. We have the Chapter 1 store still there. 7 days left of this. I don't think they're awarding any more intel, so just make sure you spend all this stuff on whatever you're buying. Again, watch this countdown, this counter. Once it's gone, all your intel will be converted to your normal shop credits, which aren't as valuable. But we also have this Antimatter store in the game right now, and there's a bunch of places that get this new antimatter. The great thing about this, I like this, and I hope we continue to get more of these chapters and this grace period between these chapters where we're getting 2 chapter stores open at the same time. For me, trying to get this Gear Tier 20 pieces is great. If you already have Professor X unlocked, trying to get some more character shards, also great stuff. So I do like this, but there was a question on stream about where to get all this antimatter, and there are a lot of places to get this. So the first place to get this is in War. When you do a War KO, each KO is giving you 100 antimatter. So over the course of the war, if you're doing your 10 attacks, and let's say you're doing effective attacks and gaining a knockout of 5 every time you do an attack, that is 5,000 per war. Do 2 wars per week. That is 10,000 antimatter that you get on a weekly basis if you are pretty efficient with your war attacks. We also have Battle World this week, and it's another source of antimatter. It's not going to be here every week, but at least this week, get some antimatter in the Battle World store for your elite missions. One node or one section here, you're getting 3,000 total antimatter. If we go out of the elite mission and go into the Herald mission, get 1,000 total. So it's like 1,000 per wave in Battle World. And if we go to the normal missions here, 3 waves here, 3,000 antimatter. So you're getting 1,000 antimatter per wave. We are at difficulty 5. Obviously, if you're at lower difficulties, you're getting a little less stuff here, but each wave you clear in Battle World should give you some antimatter. You're also getting some per node in the raids. At the Karato Store in Omega, difficulty 5, if you look per node, getting 75 per note, and then a bonus reward of 125. So 200 total at difficulty 5. That is for all nodes here, even the boss nodes and some of the earlier nodes. So raids, do your raids on a daily basis. Each node will give you some antimatter. You're also getting some from arena on a daily basis. Your rewards will have some depending on your arena rank. So at the top, you're getting 2,000. If you are all the way at the bottom, you're getting 1,500. So between 2,000 and 1,500 a day just from arena. Even at the bottom arena, if you do nothing, you're getting 1,500 a day. Obviously, in your command center, hitting certain objectives will get you some antimatter depending which objectives you hit. And if you're a spender in these passes, these strike passes and the battle passes should have some antimatter. If you look at the latest strike pass right here, it has some. I don't think the battle pass has some. I don't think that's updated yet, but I'm assuming that when we get an updated version of this, we will have some antimatter here. I'm not sure. I don't actually see any. Oh, there's, yeah. So there's some intel. I'm sure when we get the new version of this, there will be some antimatter replacing this intel in this battle pass as well. And also, if you're a spender, I was assuming that you could get some antimatter in the store, just buying it directly. I don't see any offers for some direct antimatter right now, though. Obviously, get some milestone points, get some points for some events and get points that way, get antimatter that way. But direct purchase, I don't see it. So I think the only place you could directly purchase it is from the strike and battle passes. But like I said, you can purchase these milestone points for certain events. And I do want to point out this quantum event that's going on right now for Quasar. If you are a spender, this might be something that you want to spend on, kind of like a lot of these previous events. If you just if you're looking at what the cost is to buy some of these pieces, it is pretty expensive. So buying milestone points and getting some of these pieces through these events, it's a little cheaper way, slightly cheaper way to get this. Plus, you're getting some milestones here as well. This is a great milestone to try to reach. I don't think I'm going to get all of these, but Quasar's ultimate awaken ability, that is what gets him his battlefield effect. So just a word, if you are free to play, this doesn't really mean anything to you, but if you are a spender, you might want to get some of these instead of getting direct of these gear tier 20 pieces. Just you're getting more stuff than just this gear tier 20 stuff. So just a quick PSA, guys. Also, if you're a spender, you may have Azazel unlocked. Maybe you're lucky and you got him unlocked with a path to orb. I know someone sent me a pic of what they got for like a $5 path to orb offer. You got 300 total Azazel shards. That is a huge win. Now, most people are not gonna get that. I gotta say, I don't think anybody else is gonna get that. You may be the only one that got that, but yeah, this is a good character. Now, I don't think I'm gonna build them. I don't think I'm gonna buy this character. I don't think I'm gonna use power cores to unlock this character. Although, if you are using power cores to unlock Azazel or any of the previous characters, you are getting points for that quantum surge event. So if you are shooting for those Quasar milestones or some of those skill pieces, you might want to use your power cores, but I did not. The reasoning, I'm so far away from all those milestones. The thing that really matters to me is the ultimate awaken abilities for Quasar, the battlefield effects. I'm not gonna get that unless I spend a ton of money, so I'm avoiding that. If you are really close though, maybe you're spending some power cores for Franklin Richards, maybe you've already done it for Azazel and you're close, you need to spend a little more, might be worth it. But I did not get Azazel. The reasoning is because he's the first raid character. Obviously, with his Hellfire Club, they're going to be important in the raids. Azazel's going to have extra value in Crucible, so will Rachel Summers. But, you know, with these raid teams, usually they're not really valuable in the raids unless the full team is here. So getting this first character, rushing for this first character with an event that probably is going to come before Sebastian Shaw is released. I think I'm gonna wait on this character. Maybe I'm gonna core to the last character of the team, but usually a 4-piece team with the reworks and the new characters doesn't really work in the raid so much. So I'm gonna wait, but let me know what you're doing. Maybe you're using some power cores to get some points for that quantum surge event. Maybe you've got a lucky unlock with a pad to orb, didn't have to spend anything, but let me know what you are doing with Azazel Valley Club. And this version of the Danger Room is coming to a close today. Very different from the previous two that we had with just Old Man Logan smashing everything. Now, this one, I did have some fun with it. Unfortunately, you couldn't just go in and smash everything like you did with the Old Man Logan Jean Grey, the mutant one. This one, you did need to grind a little bit, get these yellow coins. Once you got these yellow coins, you had some big advantages, and then you just had to hope that you get the right cards to get through difficulty 10. But without that, it is not fun. I did have a lot of these yellow coins enabled, and we did get all the rewards, but I did think it was fun. But grinding, getting those yellow coins was not fun. That did take a little while to get that fun. Let me know what you think of this version of the Danger Room. I think this is what the devs intended. However, I don't know if this is the most fun version of the Danger Room. What would you do to improve the Danger Room? Would you make it kind of like the X-Men one, where you just go in and smash and it's all done? Make them very short? Or would you continue to do these longer ones, but maybe give out more X coins, make it easier for someone to do their final run? Let me know your thoughts on what you enjoyed about the Danger Room. Obviously, it was not as fun as the last one, but what would you do to improve it? For what would you want the devs to do to improve this the next time they bring these back? Because I do think there is fun to be had in this, but if it's too grindy in a mobile game, spending an hour every day to grind it so that after a couple weeks you could actually have some fun, I don't think that's the best use of the Danger Room. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. And we had some changes to the free stuff that you're getting this week. The Twitch drops. 100 Emma Frost shards, a 7 red star Emma Frost, which is great for newer players that don't have Emma Frost unlocked. Any character shards for any character that don't already have at 7 stars, I am super happy with. So if you don't have Emma Frost at 7 red stars, this is great. If you have been playing for a while, already have her unlocked, already had that 7 star for her, this is not that great, because previously the rewards were 10 Franklin Richard shards. We also got some intel, which this antimatter is an upgrade from the intel, and some gold as well. So I don't know, for me, this is kind of a downgrade. I wish I would have had the Franklin Richard shards, but getting antimatter instead of intel, I think that is good. But let me know your thoughts on the change to these Twitch drops, guys. Does it affect you trying to push and watch your favorite content creator on Twitch? Does it help you to push for that, or does it not even matter? You're still gonna do whatever you would have done anyway. And one of the strangest events is in the game right now. It is for some red stars for Sebastian Shaw. I found this very disappointing, because for me, all the characters are at 7 red stars. So opening one Elite 7 will get me the latest character. So it's a little disappointing that we have to do an event grind for these 7 red stars instead of like Azazel just opening the red stars. And actually, I forgot to open the 7th red star for Azazel. Sometimes I forget this. So if you are not buying the character or using power codes to unlock the character, make sure you don't forget to get the 7 red stars for Azazel. So let's just do this. Like I said, it's usually pretty easy to get this after a few pulls. Yeah, we're getting the refund, and it's a 25% drop rate for Azazel. Still some duplicates. How long will it take us to get what we want? Man, maybe the Sebastian Shaw event is helping us a little. Where's the Azazel? There he is. All right, so normally this is what happens to get that 7th red star. So instead of getting this, now we have to grind for that 7 red star for Sebastian Shaw. Also, there are a few events that we have to do to score points for this. So scoring is getting a Hellfire ring and then earning his milestone points. I guess these milestone points are going to be sold, but as far as what you need to do to earn these rings, bunch of rings in the milestones right now. This week, the scoring for that Battle in Cosmic Crucible and play raids with your Uncanny Avengers. And if we look at the total for this, it is 225 points. So if you are super efficient and don't lose, you will have to do some more raids with the Uncanny Avengers, do a bunch of those raid battles. But if you're like myself and drop some attacks, yeah, you can get this pretty easily. So you would need to do 23 raid battles out of the total 18 attack targets. So you would need to lose a few, but you can get all of these milestones from Cosmic Crucible. Next week, we have actually the next 3 weeks up there, or the next 2 weeks up there. So week 2, what you would need to do, pretty much the same thing, battle in Cosmic Crucible with Immortal X-Men. So that is only 2 points, and then play raids with the Vigilantes. These do not have as much scores for it. You don't need 225 points, only 105 for week 2. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot less points per battle. And in week 3, what you need to do, you need to get to 225 points again and play raids with the Thunderbolts, battle in Cosmic Crucible with Azazel, and battle in Cosmic Crucible with Rachel Summers. So hopefully everyone has them unlocked before this point. And yeah, everybody can get those red stars for Sebastian Shaw, because to me, this is a big nerf. The other thing to say about this Sebastian Shaw event, the rewards are his red stars. They didn't mention the actual shards for him there. So there are some shards. I'm assuming that to get the total unlock for Sebastian Shaw in these milestones, you would need to get this premium milestone point there. So 75 is available premium. I think 25 is available just for free. But The other big thing that you get as a reward for grinding for 3 weeks, you get a heavily discounted offer to unlock Sebastian Shaw available at the event's conclusion. Yeah, this just does not feel good, guys. I guess this is not the worst thing in the game, but I don't know, psychologically, this feels bad to me to grind. Oh, your rewards for grinding, you get an offer. I don't know, it seems kind of silly, guys, but let me know your thoughts on this this whole Sebastian Shaw event. And as we mentioned, Battle World is back this week, and if you have been getting the top rewards for all these Battle Worlds, you should get that 7th yellow star for Knull this week. If you have been grinding up and making your way up to that top difficulty, may not have it yet, but it should be soon, and hopefully we get the Battle World returning a bunch before the new Battle World launches. It did say September was the target for the new Battle World to launch, with Void and Sentry as the boss there. So hopefully that's still on schedule, and hopefully they run this a few more times before the new Battle World launches so that everyone could get this and not have to use your shop credits to get some Knull shards in the Battle World Store, which is where I think he's gonna go. They did the last time, I think it was mentioned on the strike spot. I think they hadn't decided yet, but now that we know that Battle World credits are being converted to shop credits at the end of this season, well, it's very likely that you could get Knull with shop credits. But as far as what has changed this week in Battle World, well, you have a combat timer and a boss Knull that got buffed up. So as far as the combat timer, there's been some squad combination strategies that limited Knull boss many times during a Knull boss fight. And if you weren't aware, that combination was the Astral Team. You take out Doctor Strange, put in Mephisto. With that Mephisto battlefield effect and with Moondragon and Ancient One and their passives, it was almost impossible to kill that team. Knull just was not strong enough. So they have made a timer. It is going to max out at 8 minutes. So when Knull returns in a couple days, the max time of that battle is going to be 8 minutes. Also, they've buffed up Knull's kit to make it even more lethal and tougher to battle. If he has 10 or more rage, he's going to gain 1 rage with his basic. His ultimate, if he has 50 or more rage, reduce the duration of all positive effects on all enemies by 10. So that should get rid of the safeguards and stuff that was keeping those characters alive. Also passive, updated rage so that Knull would gain an ally symbiote turn. Updated the rage that Knull would gain on ally symbiote turn and death. And the boss is now immune to slow. So instead of gaining 1, he's gaining 2. Now he's also immune to slow. And also, they're getting more chapter currency, more antimatter into Battle World rewards. I'm not sure if those are in the end of Battle World rewards or that was those per wave rewards that we talked about earlier. Also, the big thing here, Raid Sim is getting an update. So this is great. Like if you miss a day of logging in, lose your login streak, well, that 7-day login streak is no longer required for Raid Sim. It's not active yet, but it's going to start on August 12th later this week. That is a great thing, especially during the summer. If you're doing some vacation with a family, like, oh, I forgot to play Marvel Strike Force this day. Well, you're not going to lose your Raid Sim. That was specifically mentioned by Ryan Jacobson a few times in our meetings. Like, oh man, I lost my Raid Sim and it feels like a punishment. They wanted the login streak to feel like a reward, not a punishment. So after all this time, they're getting rid of this. So you're not being punished if you don't log in, especially for your raid sims. And we touched briefly on the Intel Store going away and the currency conversion happening. It is happening later this week, August 13th. So make sure you spend that Intel. Again, guys, it's going to be converted to shop credits, a ratio of 1 to 1.1. So yeah, don't want to get a lot of that shop credits. That's for all the old stuff. All the new current stuff is with your Intel or that new antimatter. So the conversion that's going to happen on August 13th, Alliance credits converted to shop credits at a 2-to-1 ratio. So your upgrades, your Star Tech upgrades will be done with shop credits now. You don't have to get Alliance credits. I guess your donation, your gifts, it's going to be shop credits now. Ultra credits, all your excess for getting your 7-star characters, getting duplicate shards of them is going to be converted to shop credits as well. The ratio is 1.5 to 1. And Battle World, this is why I think Knull is going to beat a Battle World shop for shop credits, converted to T3 ISO 8 credits at a 10 to 1 ratio. So more purple ISO 8 from that. But then also the reward sources are being changed as well. So Alliance credits from Alliance gift, that is going to go to shop credits. So no more Alliance credits after the 13th. Star Tech, alliance credits is going to shop credits. So this stuff that you get from your milestones, these alliance credits, you're gonna get shop credits from there now. And then if you don't have your Stark Tech upgraded, you're gonna be able to upgrade it or get to max level using shop credits. And again, Battle World credits that Battle World is gonna award now, you're gonna get T3 ISO 8 credits at the end of Siege. You still should get some antimatter from clearing waves though. And then duplicate character shards are gonna be converted to 12 shop credits for now instead of 18 ultra credits. So yeah, I guess hopefully that still allows us to buy some of our some of our newer characters that we don't have at 7 yellow stars yet. So I hope these are good changes. And a new arena meta has arrived. Yesterday, I did a video about how to beat every single team. There's only one team that you can't really beat if you don't have some of the meta characters. It is Fantastic Four with Professor X. You do need a Professor X and a Fantastic Four of your own, but pretty much everything else can be beaten. There are some tricky teams, but it's all about beating that Franklin Richards to the punch. If you get your Franklin Richards to go first, you're usually gonna win. If their Franklin Richards goes first, they're usually gonna win. Quasar screws up a lot, but if you want all the details on all the teams and everything like that, check out the video from yesterday. We go over all the teams and all my save squads in there and what you use to beat each type of different arena defense. Yeah, I'm just appearing again, Valley Club. That's it for the news this week. I hope you got some value from this video. I hope you get that promo code before it goes away. And let me know what you think of this currency conversion. Let me know what you think of these changes to Battle World. And what are you buying in each of those stores, the Intel and the Antimatter Store. If you did get some value from the video today, leave it a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. And of course, if you want to see what to do to beat the arena meta right now, check out the video from yesterday up there. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great one, guys.